signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is October 19, 2022. It is 2:32 p.m. in the afternoon. So today I recorded video 1, video 2, video 3, and possibly video 4 were supposed to be some other things, which I mentioned on video 1 earlier this morning, which had to do with the crown and some stuff about Diana. I have not recorded these yet, but during the day I saw some stuff about Meghan, some videos, some pictures about Meghan, so I'm curious to listen to the videos. So I was like, I just finished edit video 1, so I wanted to listen to those videos and read some of the tweets, so I said let me just record while I look at them. And on video 1 there's a small portion I took out to put out. There it is. YouTube put a limit on it, so I put it for January 31st. So they might approve it before that, but once they do, I'll make it public. But it was supposed to be out today, which was on video 1, okay, regarding what is it, Paris Hilton, some stuff, my observation of stuff, and I plug in TMZ and all of that with it. So YouTube decided, nope, not yet. Not now. You're gonna have wait a little bit longer for it to make public. So I postpone it for another time. It's just a small portion, but the hour-long video, even this one, is 30 minutes. The part that I took it out from, it's an hour and 23 minutes, I believe. It's rendering right now. But anyway, let's go on Twitter and see some of the things that I was talking to you about. Alright, so there it is. That's from Variety. Meghan Markle shares son Archie's favorite shows and busts out a quote story bat and quote rap about T-Rex with a Variety cover story. Alright, so there's a link here. I'm trying to be as quick as possible. Let's listen.
Well, I mean, Lily is only one, so she doesn't watch TV. But Archie, he's loved Octonauts for a really long time. It's amazing because he's getting into more throwback shows like Magic School Bus.
What is it? Harry mentioned about the Octonaut. And these little stories, I think from PBS. This one in particular, Magic School Bus, that's from PBS. I remember my oldest used to watch that.
Who would have thought? He thinks it's great. And so that's been pretty fun to sort of see it again through his eyes. And Storybots is fantastic.
So
it is such great educational programming
That one I'm not aware of. Remember, I have to stop in between, okay?
for kids that's fun, so many good songs. And I've become that mom where I'm like sitting around with friends and I start singing like, Tyrannosaurus, that's the chorus, Tyrannosaurus. I was like, what am I singing? Oh my gosh, I'm singing Storybox. I'm singing Storybox. I am not singing Beyonce in that moment. I'm singing Storybots.
Tyrannosaurus, that's
The chorus, Tyrannosaurus. Well, I mean, Lily is
That
only
is
one.
so funny. All right, let's hear Meg and Arch. There he is here. Okay, let me go watch Storybots. Those quite are crazy. Let me go watch the Storybots. There's a laugh. This rap slap though. I'm digging. There's a fire. Archie sounds awesome. Okay, I love how Meghan's happiness brings out the trolls and bots whose racism and toxicity can be hidden. My joy is seeing Meghan happy and joyful hold her haters violent fan. So cute. There's a laugh. Now I need to hear the mom-son duo singing Storybots. There's this. The rap slap fire. Archie has taste. Okay, Meghan is so relatable. Yes, many of us parents can relate to singing these children's songs all the time too. What was it? There was one on at that time I had cable. What was that song? It was this group of people, young adults who singing. I forgot the name of the show. It's been a long time. So my oldest used to watch that, and he used to sing to it and things like that. Okay, there's the laugh. That's so funny. Love it. Meghan really had great sense of humor. Archie, there's the heart. Our very beautiful, kind, and brave Duchess of Sussex. Magic School Bus is super informative. Yeah. And I think it was through there. I think my youngest learned that, the other day I mentioned it in one of my videos, where he wanted to go to Alaska to see oh my God. Today, my vocabulary is off the hook. Off the hook meaning that I can't remember anything. My youngest wanted to go to Alaska to see the Northern Lights. It was through that. There was one episode I remember watching with him, and he remembers that. All right. Our very beautiful, kind, and brave Duchess of Sussex, and I think he read it in a book as well. Okay, Magic School Bus is super informative. My son loves to watch it as well. Yeah, it has a lot of information. It takes kids to different, places and things, and it's facts, educational stuff. Meghan is the moment. There's this. Okay, amazing. Archie is definitely seasoned. Okay, did I just go listen to the whole song? Yes, I did. Loving Meghan the mom. There's that. Adorable. Thanks variety. So cute. There's the heart. Let's go to the next one. There's the next tweet. What don't you know about Meghan Markle? She's a Scrabble extraordinaire. Jeopardy. Wow, I'm not surprised by this because, and one thing I think Harry had mentioned, with what's that guy from the CBS when he was on top of the Decker bus where he was drinking tea with is it Corden or something like that? He did say one of the things they do at night, either after they give Archie a bath or something, they will sit and watch Jeopardy and all of that. So I'm not surprised. There's Meghan saying it here again. Okay, she's a Scrabble extraordinaire, Jeopardy whiz, and great cook with the variety story, cover story. Maybe at one point I will, but for this video, I'm trying to hurry up before my son comes because I want to listen to those videos. All right, this is 17 seconds.
Hi, I'm Meghan, and I play a mean game of Scrabble, especially timed Scrabble. It's something that I've loved for a long time. I'm very good at Jeopardy.
Really? Very rarely I got one right. I used to watch it, but not that much.
And I love to cook. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Maybe they do. But I also make a really solid bolognese sauce. Hi, I'm Meghan,
Okay.
and
She got me on all of this. Okay, no wonder she's good with words. That's right. Meg's a scrambled queen. There's that. Oh, Meghan, I knew she loved cooking. The other things are new to me. Yeah, the cooking, I wasn't surprised at all. Right? I remember there was maybe the first time they did the experience Thanksgiving. I think I mentioned something like that. Oh my God, the crazy thing that I say on my podcast, I can't believe. So I remember mentioning something about them cooking and all of that. Okay, I knew she loved cooking. The other things are new to me. All right, the heads of the haters are exploding right now. I'm here for it. Their wrinkles have quadrupled in size because of their hate. Go Meghan. Okay, all natural. My fave. She looks stunning. Bring back the tick, Meghan. I love that she's foodie. Okay, you go Meghan. You go girl. She is awesome. Our Meg is back. All right, thank you. I just love her. Just seeing her all smiley make my day. I can see some haters crying in their bathrooms. They cry under the quilt. Love her. Love seeing Meghan. That's my nerdy girl. Love Meghan. All right. Love her. Love you. All right. So let's go to the next one. Love her so much. All right. So let's go to the next tweet. What do I have? If I have enough time, maybe I'll read the article. Meghan Markle for Variety. Read the cover story. All right, while they're giving commercial, let's read some of this. Okay, what did they say? Perfection. Okay, let's skip it. Oh, there's no audio. There's no audio. There's no sound. Just to let you know. That's nice. Okay, so it's starting over again. Okay, there's this. Perfection. Absolutely love everything about this. That was a great interview. She was able to navigate the question without evading and without giving people room to interpret. That they say, quote, season 1 of Archetypes, and quote, gives me hope for more of this wonderful podcast. She is stunning. Maybe I'll read it. Gives us the cobalt blue dress pic. Please, it's only just one more. Okay, love, love, love it. Thank you. Meghan is so much fun. Stunning. I love the green dress. She looks lovely. And what a fantastic interview. Okay, where do I buy this dress Meghan is wearing? Judgment, but I also didn't grow up pretty. Okay, kids change, mature, hormone, and all of that. Okay, from a fabric store, you just need a fabric and a safety pin. Yeah, let's see this. Saks Karen with no clue about fashion. All right, so they have to come in and insert their thing with their nonsense. All right, okay, Meghan bought us springtime and fall adorable. Okay, I know, right? I love it. There is a real lack of self-awareness, of self-importance and grandiosity, imagining who will portray her on the screen. Okay, she is so deeply unlikable. Really? What makes you think that? She barely knew the queen. Okay, but she knows any link to her. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Have you met the queen?
I have, yes.
Couple of times.
Yeah,
What was
that's
that
true, a
like?
couple of times.
Got it?
She barely knew the queen. Okay, but she knows any link to her. Oh God.
It's incredible. I think, you know, to be able to meet her through his lens, not just with his honor and respect for her as the monarch, but the love that he has for her as his grandmother, all of those layers have been so important for me, so that when I met her, I had such a deep understanding. All of those layers have been so important for me, so that when I met her, I had such a deep understanding.
Got it?
And of course, incredible respect for being able to have that time with her. And we've had a really, she's an incredible woman.
Got it? Let's do better.
These people are really sick. Okay, even tentatively will bring future earring. All right, whatever. Whew. How? The Queen dead. The Fiesta of Wessex knew the Queen and married the Queen's son, Prince Edward. Yet Fiesta PR company went bust owing millions. That is true. I forgot all about that. Okay, I love how Meghan's happiness make trolls hate their lives. Meghan's will keep thriving. OMG, there's the loving eye. Gorgeous Meghan, beautiful inside and out. All right, there's that. I have never in my life stand a girl like this. Thank you, wonderful interview, stunning. Yes, swing your hair, Meghan, for those in the cheap seats. And the cheap seats who swear you are wearing a wig. Those squad are crazy when they come with their throwback. Wish the article was longer because it was a fun read. Now I'm curious. It sure was. I was rolling around laughing. Wow, there's the fire. Just love her. All right, let me hurry up with the next tweets. I have, after this one, 4 more. After that one, 4 more. Okay, 2:45. Okay. The Meghan Moment, the Duchess of Sussex on the cover of Variety. What a beautiful shot. Okay, Meghan the Moment. Okay. I don't know. She get with that necklace around her neck remind me of some Egyptian queen or something. I don't know. That's the first thought. Alright? You guys could come after me, whatever, but that's what came to me. Egyptian queen. I don't know why. Okay, let's see here. I'm so drawn to discover. She is looking onward, forward, almost as if she had discovered something and she is moving toward it. I think it's amazing. Breathtaking. Indeed, it's beautiful shot. There's this. We love you, Meghan. So beautiful, pretty. There's the loving eye. Okay, Princess Meghan, Photoshop and airbrush, whatever. Look like her halo has slipped down to her neck. Okay, whatever that means. Okay, I wonder just how much the cover editor is regretting the shoulders or like. Oh my God, these people. I wonder just how much the cover editor is regretting the shoulders or lack thereof on the crab jab. Seems a bit of a big head on a stick impression to me, or maybe that was what they were. What the hell? Wow. Anyway, she looked different in every photo. Wonderful. Wonder why. Okay, maybe they're going for a different theme. I don't know. I'm not a fashion person. She doesn't need to sell herself. Love it. But we prefer short crop at the edge of dress because it took me a while to figure she was bare arms rather than a huge head. Oh God, I don't see. What the hell? Where do they see that? But yet, when my first impression of her, when I see that picture, I'm thinking of Egyptian queen. Does her shoulders still continue? Maybe the background could have been different. I don't know. The background? Okay. I don't know. But anyway, these people, no wonder why they call them deranged anyway. But let's go to the next one. 3 more after this. Meghan Markle snapped by Ramona Rosales for Variety. There's that. Okay, Harry lock screen. I saw this. Okay, someone retweeted. I came across it again. Harry's lock screen. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. She's perfect. All right, let's go to the next tweet. And one of the, I think the last one is this one, Harry's lock screen. And I think there's some comments in there. Okay, there's this. Meghan Markle is fast becoming a powerful global phenomenon. Whenever she talks, the world pause and listen. She trends on social media regularly without owning a personal social media account. Take your crown and flower. You are the queen. Keep living, breathing, and speaking your truth. Yeah, this one, she must be laughing hysterically. I like that one. Okay, what are you on? What? What? Who wrote this? Okay, what the hell? Okay, what are you on? K, was it this person? I think AK14. Thanks that you follow Meghan fan page and hunt every mention of her name. Leave Meghan alone and focus on the people you like. I don't know. I really don't know why these people do that. I mean, if they are the secret fans, just look and move along. Okay, right. She is doing something positive with her platform. I mean, even her mentioning Duolingo is giving them a bit of a boost. Okay, an icon. Yes, there's that. Absolutely. Yes, she is. Hell to the queen. Indeed. There's the clap. There's this. Yes, I love looking forward to Tuesday. Archetype with Meghan. All right, so this, love her for that. Ignore the noise and continue to thrive. Yeah. Okay, there's that. Fact. This is gonna, I don't know if did I record that already? I think I did. I'm not 100%. Right, there's that. There's this. Okay, let's move to the next one. I wanna at least read the article. Next tweet. There's that. New photo of Meghan Markle and Variety magazine. The haters will have a meltdown on the internet today. Okay, girl, they are setting fire on Toxic Island. How dare a 41-year-old woman could pass as Kate Middleton's daughter? Yeah, OMG, the pure joy I see. They try to literally stamp on her during the funeral, and yet Meghan rises. We love an iconic woman that dressed the fury. Okay, I love that Meghan can do a photo shoot, a weekly podcast, be the guest speaker at a sold-out event, and accept a well-earned philanthropic award every few months, and the UK Vipers can't compete with it or do anything about it. They must feel impotent with rage. It's delicious. My plan is working perfectly. The haters can't live without their daily dose of Meghan hate. It's what feed the emptiness where their soul once laid. The haters will surely have a lot to say for lack of fresh news from other people who are supposed to represent their country correctly. It seems to me that this is not the case. They are already boiling. Okay, surprisingly, the shady German TV F4 once bought 5 minutes of the Vanity Fair session with the divine cooking Meghan, only one ugly bee. What is that? Add a negative. I can't even read some of the thing. Negative statement. Well, it's typical for her. She knows best how to put herself in the limelight. I don't know. Don't the other one wants the limelight? If she doesn't try to do her thing, who's gonna do it for her? I don't understand these people. But anyway, there they are. The haters are coming. 2 minutes ago, actually. Okay, beautiful. This woman deserves to sit on a throne. Wow. They sure will. Oh, this is so cool. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. It's what's on the inside that counts. Okay, they have it every day. All right, let's go to the last one. And I think that's the one that I say, what is it about Harry's screenshot or something? Like, yeah, Harry's like screen. This is really nice. The squad respond. There's that. Beautiful. There's this. Oh my God. Okay, he won't get any work done looking at his beautiful wife the whole day. Beauty and brains, she is on fire. There's that. Yeah, I think I covered that already. I think that's the one I need to edit next, part 2, because the Iranian, both of them are Iranians. I remember reading. I knew she was already Iranian, but I wasn't sure about her. Okay, beautiful. There's that. Okay, there's the chef kiss. There's that. People laughing. She is so pretty. Yep. All right. I want to read the article. Let me go to one of my previous tweet that has the article so I could click on it. I think it was the first one. That one. Let's read that one. I'll leave the link in the description. Okay, from Variety. Meghan Markle let her guard down on grieving Queen Elizabeth, producing with Harry and returning to Hollywood. By Matt Donnelly, photographed by Ramona Rosales. And when was that? Okay, there's no date. Probably yesterday or today. The Duchess of Sussex is in mourning, but we'll get back to that. First, let's go to the day we met this past summer. Oh, so that was done a while back. This past summer at the venerated St. Ysidro Ranch in Montecito, California. The ranch is a low-key, all-luxury resort with simple bungalows tucked into a mountainside overlooking the Pacific coast. It's the kind of unpretentious but protected place wealthy locals in LA transplants come to be treated like royalty. On one witheringly hot day in late August, however, they got to mingle with the real thing. Okay, there's this. Okay, that morning, the Duchess of Sussex, known for commonly by her maiden name, Meghan Markle, sped past a group of 60-something women who'd made the trek to Montecito to celebrate the milestone birthdays, teetering on the dusty cobblestone walkway and their Wedge and Kitchen Hills. The group stopped dead as Meghan waved and smiled from a golf cart, delivering her to her Variety cover shoot. Quote, "Can you imagine?" end quote, said one of the women wistfully after the Duchess had passed, perhaps talking about the life she has led thus far, an American woman meeting and marrying a handsome young prince beloved by all the world, or maybe as we were there to discuss the life she's leading now. Okay, it's hard to imagine. For most of her public life as the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan has been described as many things: disingenuous, calculating, determined, relatable, even Diana-like, but spent a day with her and you'll witness a side that the public hasn't seen. The nerdy American mom, Meghan talks about how she loves to watch Jeopardy and the Wordle in bed with a glass of wine. This is the thing I used to say before. All right, when Harry used to go visit her in Canada or something, the lifestyle that Meghan used to live, I think Harry just mesmerized by it. Okay, that's just me. I've said this already way before this article, so this came to mind as I'm reading this. All right, she absent-mindedly raps her son's favorite song, a track about the Tyrannosaurus Rex, from, quote, As the Story Bats, end quote, and talk enthusiastically about Beyonce, specifically how Cozy is her favorite song from a new album. Okay. Oh my God, that's 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Let's see. Where's the volume?
A mean game of Scrabble, especially timed Scrabble. It's something that I've loved for a long time. I'm very good at Jeopardy. And I love to cook. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Maybe they do. But I also make a really solid bolognese sauce.
I'll leave the link in the description. You guys could go listen to it. I don't want to play the whole video, so give you at least something for you guys to go and what about all the photos you've seen of her with that guarded smile at the shoot? She couldn't have been more at ease as she shook the hand of every crew member's, stylist, and photographer's assistant. She shrugged off the pop singers of contemporary radio in favor of her own 1970s road trip. Oh my God. Road trip. I have a thumbnails where I think I put something road trip. I don't know. That crossed my mind as I'm reading this. Okay, 1970s road trip playlist, end quote. She addressed a question about the past few years head on. She burst out laughing at the drop of a hat, almost like a princess in Hollywood movie. When asked what she wanted most out of life, she said, quote, joy. That's really it. Okay, it's everything that we can work toward for ourselves, our friends, our kids, those around us, that will feel so good and we do feel joyful. Hey, she even said it during what was it? I think the South Africa interview. You know, it's not worth living if you're not happy or something, if you're not thriving. Okay, I'll put the link. I don't remember how it goes because I'm trying to hurry up right now.
I've said for a long time to H, it's not enough to just survive something, right? Like, that's not the point of life. You've got to thrive, you've got to feel happy, and I think I really tried to adopt this British sensibility of a stiff upper lip.
Okay, Meghan was said to be honored in 2022 class of Variety's Power of Women celebrating notable achievements, entertainment, and the media by women throughout the year. She was to be feted for both philanthropic and creative work, including a podcast called Archetypes, end quote, of which she is the host, routed through Archwell, the company she shares with her husband, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Nearly 3 weeks before press time, though, 8 days after she stopped the birthday revealers and their tracks at the St. Ysidro Ranch, the prince's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, died at her Scottish estate Balmoral. The world watched and mourned as the longest reigning monarch in British history was laid to rest and celebrated for what Meghan says was the shining example of female leadership. All right. I'm reserving my comment on this part. Okay, following the official period of mourning, Meghan agreed to sit again for a lengthy discussion about. Okay, I'm gonna try not to play any of those videos so you guys could go and read on the article. All right. Following the official period of mourning, Meghan agrees to sit again for a lengthy discussion about her road to the present. She worries that any comment about the Queen or her in-laws will be distraction from continuing mourning, but presses on to celebrate the icon. She grows animated about the warmth and support she received from the thousands of citizens she interacted with during her time in the UK, not to mention the two significant content deals she and Prince Harry struck with streaming giant Netflix and Spotify. Okay, the two young children, Archie Harrison 3 and Lilibet Diana 1, at the center of the Sussex's household, the singular mission behind Archwell. And how tenaciously she has fought to build the life and company of her dreams. Even when they were trying to make the, was it not copyright? What is the thing? Is it copyright? What they were registering, trademarking, and all of that. They were giving them problem. If you remember the hurdles that they were giving them, where they claimed that somebody else already had the name and all of this. So that's that. The world has been mourning the loss of Queen Elizabeth. How has this time been? Okay. There's been such an outpouring of love and support. I'm really grateful. Oh, now I see why those others were saying she just know the Queen or whatever. But she did spend time, several other videos where when the Queen was fully alive, she talked about the Queen. From the Oprah interview, the engagement, and was there another one? How well she was able to know the Queen through Harry's eyes and all of that. So now I see where some of the comments that I read from the tweet coming from because of this question. Okay, there's been such an outpouring of love and support. I'm really grateful that I was able to be with my husband to support him. That's the thing. Go back to the funeral. What I said, I was like, she's only there to support her husband. Okay, with all those hate that they're throwing at her, she has a reason to be there for her husband, because when his mom died, the thing that they push him to do was unnecessary. But now he has someone where he could lean a shoulder on, because he has a deep respect and understanding and love for the Queen. So Meghan was there to, support him. All right, so there's this. Especially during that time, what's so beautiful is to look at the legacy that his grandmother was able to leave on so many fronts. Certainly in terms of female leadership, she is the most shining example of what that looks like. I feel deep gratitude. I'm laughing because of the videos I'm waiting. YouTube have already approved them, but I'm waiting for the coronation now. To make it public, because they held it for so long during the funeral, the time of mourning. YouTube held it, so now I hold it. I already scheduled them when they're gonna be public. So now they wait. I'm laughing at it because it has to do with the Queen, things that happened during her reign. Okay, certainly in terms of female leadership, she is the most shining example of what that looks like. I feel deep gratitude to have been able to spend time with her and get to know her. It's been a complicated time, but my husband, ever the optimist, said, quote, now she's reunited with her husband, end quote. Question, has anything come up for you and your relationship with the Queen since her passing? Okay, I reflect on that first official engagement that I had with her, how special that felt. I feel fortunate, and I continue to be proud of to have had a nice warmth with the monarch, with the matriarch of the family. Okay, question, how have you processed this loss as a family? Okay, and big moment in life, you get a lot of perspective. It makes you wonder what you want to focus your energy on. Right now, we feel energized and excited about all the things we've been building toward. We also focus on our foundation. So much of the work we do includes the philanthropic space. Okay. I like the way she responded, because she knows those people will. Anyway, let me not say that. Okay, you've done 2 major interviews since returning to America. One with Oprah Winfrey, and the other with the New York Magazine, which some found to be snarky. What has it been like to open up about your life now? Okay, the New York story was intended to support Archie and focus on our project. I've had some time to reflect on it. Part of me is just really trusting, really open. That's how I move in the world. I have to remember that I don't ever want to become so jaded that that piece of me goes away. So despite any of those things, onward, I can survive it. Okay, part of what I'm doing with Archetype is looking at the nuisance around the women who come on the show. I'm not a journalist, but I want a candid, real conversation with them. Okay, like the one we just had yesterday with Paris Hilton, where she said, you know, it's a safe place. It's not a got you moment kind of thing. Okay, I'm talking to some really textured, colorful, layered, dynamic women and strong histories, and that comes with a lot of pieces you can choose to include or not. I choose to include something that I feel is fair and them, and also uplifting, and something we can all learn from. That is true. There's a lot of conversation. Like the video that I just showed you at the beginning of this, that YouTube decided they want to review it first. You know, it makes you think, because it was during my time when I was growing up, and some of the things she discussed in my own perspective. I explained to you, this is the way as a consumer, this is how I perceive what they were trying to tell me, or trying to sell me, or something regarding Paris Hilton and stuff like that, as a bamboo or whatever. Okay, what were the days like after the Oprah interview aired on TV before audience of 18 million people? That's a very good question. Even before the interview, I had been out because I was so pregnant. Okay, the one thing I really remember was Gloria Steinem's birthday. A few days after it airs, I really wanted to celebrate her at what I thought was just going to be a small and intimate birthday lunch. I envisioned it being used eating sandwich in this cottage she was staying at. Instead, it was an extravaganza, by the way, as she deserves, but I hadn't really seen people in a long time, and the interview had come out maybe a week before. Walking into a room alone is never easy for me, and I remember feeling a bit uncomfortable, but before I could let my uncertainty linger, Pamela Alden came up to me and greeted me with such a warmth and kindness. She toured me around the room, and at every turn, more generosity and love was felt. Maybe it's just a testament to the kind of company Glow keeps. Gloria Steinem. That's right. The people you keep around. Oh my God. My thumbnails. I think people you keep around or something like that. I'll put those thumbnails out. That just reminds me of some of the things that I've said. But I also think these women were extraordinary to ensure I felt so welcome. It's like they knew exactly what I needed to feel in that moment. It meant and still means so very much to me. The power of sisterhood and female support can never be underestimated. This is the thing some of the Brits and female Brits in the UK needs to understand. Okay, there's no reason for all those hate. There's always room for one more. I don't understand these people. But anyway, let's focus on that. Question: what can we expect from Liz Garber's docuseries on you and your husband? Let's see here. It's nice to be able to trust someone with our story, a seasoned director whose work I've long admired, even if it means it may not be the way we will have told it, but that's not why we're telling it. We're trusting our story to someone else, and that means it will go through their lens. That's the thing. Their own perspective. How do you see them? Unlike the media who create that narrative about them. So I understand her. I understand it very well. Okay, it's interesting. My husband has never worked in this industry before. For me, having worked on suit, okay, it's so amazing to be around so much creative energy and to see how people work together and share their own point of view. That's been really fun. That's the thing. All right, they have to the comparison with that with the UK. I will say they want to have control of everything. Okay, you see when they the Princes or something, I think, where Meghan sent her lawyer to represent her regarding the bullying and other question that popped up. All right, the royal family wanted to see that those videos before it was aired because they want to have control of it. There's a image they want people to see them as, okay, but they need to have full control of almost everything in order to do that. But this is the thing. If you don't want people to see you in a certain way, don't behave certain way, and have trust on people who went to school to do these things, who has the vision of, who understand the perspective of things to tell the story. So the media, the UK, the monarch, I don't know, they living their crappy lifestyle. When I say crappy, is the pedophile, all those nasty things that really took my energy out yesterday, and I couldn't function afterward. And they want to live that lifestyle, and at the same time they want to control people how they tell their story without mentioning their crappy lifestyle, this kind of thing. So if you're living your best life, have trust on the people who been doing this kind of things. All right, so let's continue. All right, by now you should go read that thing by yourself, so don't listen to me reading this. Okay, you're in the midst of successful first season of Archetype. The show breaks down harmful labels put on women. What are the biggest misconception about you? I think that what happens looking in from the outside when there is this much noise is that you become dehumanized. But if you remember that someone is a human being, then you don't treat them, talk about them, look at them the same way. My hope for Archetype is that people come out thinking, oh, she's a real person. She laughs and asks questions and approach things with curiosity. Who has been the most challenging interview so far? Okay, I spoke to Paris Hilton last week. Okay, so this one was a little bit more, when you listen to what I said regarding the Serena Williams, I think it was done in two different ways. Okay, one before she announced her retirement, and one after. One portion of it was after the retirement, so this one was a little bit more recent. Okay, I told her that at the beginning that I was the most nervous about her interview. I was embarrassed to admit it, but I've had a judgment about her that's based on everything I've seen. That's the thing. And I saw from my perspective the video, this one that YouTube decided to they want to review it first. I spoke about it. I put the clip about the TMZ guy, something Tremaine, who was at the what do you call this, Johnny Depp trial and all of that. I break it down based on my perspective. So I'm glad she said that, based on her perspective. Okay, I explained what I saw in the 90s and how things transpired and things like that. All right, let's see here. But I've had a judgment about her that's based on everything I've seen, and I don't like to come from a place of judgment. But I also didn't grow up pretty. All right, let's see here. You didn't grow up pretty. I grew up as a smart one, but much of what I ended up thinking about when I thought about Paris was envy and judgment. Wow. Okay, two of the most dangerous things. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that you're aware of that. Okay, but then you hear about her trauma and her life and her buying into this persona. Ultimately, I told her, quote, I'm really sorry that I judged you, end quote. I wanted her to be safe and comfortable. Okay, I told her I wasn't looking for a gotcha moment. That's the thing I was trying to, that's the quote. I want a got you moment where we get you. Okay, and I think they achieved that in that particular conversation. But that episode is not framed as a defense of Paris. It's a humanization of her. And that's true for everybody. I don't care what situation you're in. If a 16-year-old boy or girl or a woman in the workplace feel objectified or dehumanized because their character is misrepresented, I hope everyone listen with an open mind could come away thinking, quote, could I just actually consider for a second that there's a person there, end quote. Okay, I've done a lot of internal work. I'm from California. It's in the water, and whether you're exercising or meditating, you're sometimes asked to picture a person that makes you angry. You think about them, you get it all out, and then you asked to think about them as a 6-year-old child. Can you forgive them? That's how I contextually approach that. Very interesting. Remember how I told you that's one thing I cannot do, meditating? I did it once and then I snap out of it. I could never get into it anymore. Okay, what does Hollywood as a concept and a business mean to you? The industry has shifted quite a bit since I was part of it.
It's fun, and also we're all in Toronto where we film the show, so we become a little family. So really, I think we all sort of lean on each other. I don't have to balance two beautiful little girls like Sarah does, but she does it so well, and like I think we all just manage to support each other with whatever comes up. Would I not do it? I mean, we're about to start filming season 4, and so I think, you know, we're just so grateful that people have responded so well to the show, that you know, if we're lucky enough to have 5, 6, 7 seasons, that these friendships that you see us develop on camera are really a reflection of how well we all get along off camera.
Very interesting. Okay, how long has it been? I left Suit right after the 100th episode in 2018.
Yes. But I don't see it as giving anything up. I just see it as a change.
It's a new challenge. It's a new
chapter, right? And also keep in mind, I've been working on my show for 7 years. So we are very, very fortunate to be able to have that sort of longevity on a series. And for me, you know, we're just so grateful that people have responded so well to the show, that you know, if we're lucky enough to have 5, 6, 7 seasons. Once we hit the 100 episode marker, I thought, you know what, I have ticked this box, and I feel really proud of the work I've done there. And now it's time to, as you said, work as a team.
I didn't think I'd ever be in the entertainment industry again, but the entire culture has changed. Streamers, that's right, streamers have changed things. The ability to create zeitgeist moments like we had in the 90s, where everyone will tune in at the same time for a show or gather for one moment. That doesn't happen anymore. I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it, because when they have certain things on TV, let's say for instance Married with Children, you know, every Sunday, 9 p.m. it's there, so everybody's sitting down watching it. That's a very good perspective. I never thought about it. But now with streaming, you just tune in whenever you can. That's a very good explanation. I never thought about that. It's true. Okay. Where everyone will tune in at the same time for a show or gather for one moment. That doesn't happen anymore. Maybe during Super Bowl, that would be one thing. In the US, what other event? Maybe some basketball event, maybe mostly sports that happen live at the moment, and then people gather to watch it, and then after that it's other shows that pre-program. Okay, when I was doing Suit, that character, Rachel Zane, was in your living room with you while you were in your pajamas eating Chinese takeout. That show connected the experience felt then. But to create a cultural moment or conversation requires something different today. Podcasting has been really interesting in that way. It might be one of the only remaining forums where people are alone to listen. Where else do you have that opportunity? Okay, it's almost meditative. It is. What I love too is the access of international content that people didn't have before. It's a big departure from what it used to be. You know, as I'm reading this, I feel like it's a give and take kind of thing. You lose one thing and you get something else. Before streaming, the time was set. You have to watch it at that particular day unless there is a rerun. But with streaming, you could set your time. Any time you want to watch it, you could watch it. And then I guess the give and take is that not only flexibility and more worldwide view, this kind of thing. Yeah, you make your own time, your own schedule, and then the giving is that you get more viewers, this kind of thing. I don't know if I make sense. So I just feel like it's a balance of things. You lose one thing, but you gain something else. Before you left the industry, how palpable was the toxicity that we collectively uncovered movements like Me Too and Ask Her So Why. We didn't have a name for it at that time. There were just certain things that we accept. If there was any discomfort, you just dealt with it. It forced a lot of women to live with this idea of staying silent, not being disruptive, not giving voice to the things that might create concern or discomfort. For me, I tried for so long to land on a show, filming all these pilots, wondering if they will get picked up. All of season 1 unsuit, I was convinced I was going to get recast all the time. If you listen to the Johnny Depp trial, you know, for people who's not into the entertainment business, there was a portion of the trial that explained this part. So I have a basic understanding of what she's talking about due to the Johnny Depp trial. Okay. If I have time, maybe I'll insert it if I could find it. Okay. I have a lot of recording of that, but I'm not sure if I have this specific part, or I could just check YouTube. Okay. It got to a point where the creator was like, quote, "Why are you so worried about this?" End quote. Okay. "Will you ever consider going back to acting?" "No, I'm done." I guess never say never, but my intention is to absolutely not. Very interesting. Like she said, you never say never, you just never know. Going through the process you did with the monarchy and then becoming a private citizen again, are those institutions similar? Every business has a model. I work for NBC Universal and the USA Network, and that was all part of a very large organization. That's the thing. Meghan worked with people, you never hear anything negative about her, but for some reason, the minute she got to that little bunker, you hearing all this nonsense and they can't even prove them. Okay, that crossed my mind. I don't know. Bonnie Hammer was my mentor very early on and so she took me under her wings, and that was invaluable to me. See, she's giving credit where credit is due. Talk about a woman who can balance being a mom, creating so much in the industry, and having a very strong sense of self. I will sit at breakfast with her, studying what she ordered, hanging on her every word. For me, it was always about being able to find your North Star within that model. Find someone who believes in you. As complex as any organization might be, there is always something in it that I think is positive. Like I always said, there's always one more. Okay, it's important to focus on that. Some industries are very different, and yet business models for a lot of things, they have a bottom line. That bottom line needs to be held, I suppose. That is true, because a lot of business, what is it? Their bottom line is to increase profit. How do they increase it? That needs to be determined. So when things starting to be unethical, you know, pushing people under the bus, so to speak, it's not healthy. I don't know. This crossed my mind. What is an ideal project for Archwell? Oh, very interesting. So much of how my husband and I see things is through our love story. Okay, I think that's what people around the world connects to, especially with our wedding. People love love. Okay, I'm not excluded in that sentiment, and our definition of love is, what is it? Oh, the thing in their wedding. They did say that. There it is being, they remember that. They better. Okay, and our definition of love is really expensive. Partner love, self-love, the love of community and family. We use that as the baseline of the thing of shows and documentaries we want out there. That's fine. For my husband, the Invictus game have been such a huge piece of his life and his work. Having been in the Army for 10 years and working for the rehabilitation of wounded vets and their families, we talk about emotional injuries that come from those type of experiences.
Hey, the gang's all here? Come here. I need to see y'all.
The wiggly toes.
Both Prince Harry and the Rodriguez family know just how important a support system is.
Let's go! Don't stop pushing!
And this is the pep squad for Joel Rodriguez, a U.S. Army retired staff sergeant.
USA!
Is it fun watching your dad?
Yeah.
Is he super fast?
Yeah.
How fast is he?
Like, he could go 30 miles per hour.
Whoa! To son Elijah, 10-month-old daughter Layla, and his wife Liani, Joel is a superhero.
What is he teaching your kids?
He definitely is teaching them to get up every day, to work hard, to go after everything that you want, right? And stick to it no matter what happens, wins, losses, whatever. Just keep going in life.
Prior to 2014, Joelle was a passionate Army sergeant, but a devastating car accident not only derailed Joelle's Army career, but left him with a fractured neck and a severe spinal cord injury.
Those are love stories. For scripted, we want to think about how we can evolve from that same space and do something fun. It doesn't always have to be so serious. That is true. Like I was saying in one of my videos, the one I just actually edited, where, you know, when I was explaining about when people were telling me to identify my channel as the Sussexes or something like that, I was like, I don't have to. But, you know, I wasn't really trying to be all serious and all of that. Go back to that video. Let's hurry up. Okay, it's 3:22. My son is almost there. Like a good rom-com, don't we miss them? I miss them so much. I probably watched When Harry Met Sally a million times, and all the Julia Roberts rom-coms. We need to see those again. Anything you want on your slate. Okay, I don't think you'll ever see us doing a horror film. Okay, what will you say if one of your kids came to you in 10 or 15 years and said, I want a career in entertainment? I would say, great. When you become a parent, you genuinely want your kids to find the things that bring them complete joy. That's the thing. Harry was saying that, you know, whatever they want to become, all they care about is their character.
When I talk to my son Archie about what he wants to be when he grows up, some days it's an astronaut, other days it's a pilot, a helicopter pilot, obviously. Or Quasi from Octonauts. If you're laughing, then you've seen it. But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most. And nothing would make his mum and me prouder than to see him have the character of what we see before us today.
That's a very good way of saying, okay, they're our kids, obviously, and they're part of a legacy and a tradition and a family that will have other expectations, but I want them to be able to carve out their own path. It is the entertainment industry, great. And also, good luck. There are so many people that will talk about what opened the door for my children. But it will take talent and a lot of grit. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, we're creating a multi-dimensional, interesting, kind, creative people. That's who our kids are. That is very nice to hear. Okay, it's odd. I'm thinking about my oldest, who, you know, he didn't want to do anything, and I put him on I made him try out on a team that I knew he wasn't gonna get to, so that could open his eyes, because he didn't want to do anything. So to get him interesting, I put him to go try out for basketball. And then when he came home, he was embarrassed because kids his age were doing so many good things. But now he improved himself. Now he's in punishment for the rest of the month because of something stupid that he did. When he tried to use that against me, why are you not letting me go practice? And I was like, well, your schooling is number one, but once you do something stupid, you know, the basketball, the little things that exercise things that you want to do on the, you know, on the side is just minor, but your schooling is number one. Okay, they're our kids, obviously, and they're part of legacy. Okay, did I just read that? All right, I just read that. Is it odd as an actor to know that other actors will probably play you in the future? I haven't given that much thought, to be honest. It's all weird. You have to compartmentalize anyone talking about me or casting an actor to play me. That will be a caricature of me that has been created for a business that makes people a lot of money. Once you can separate that out, it's much easier to go, quote, okay, that actually has nothing to do with me, end quote. It genuinely doesn't. It's hard lesson to come to great praise. Yeah, that is true. Oh my God, let's see how long it is. Oh, it's almost done. Okay, what's one piece of advice you give an actor 100 years from now who is cast as Meghan? I hope that in preparing for the role, she finds the softness and the playfulness and the laughter, the silliness. I'm thinking of the Ellen show, her appearance there. I just hope she finds the dimension. Also, she can call me. If you're still alive, God. All right. You mentioned you just went back to your high school, Immaculate Heart. I talked to a few. Oh, I didn't know about that. I talked to a few of the girls who had just graduated for Archie. They were so incredible. I was so proud of them. And then I surprised some girls at volleyball practice. Very interesting. I saw my picture in the yearbook that a friend sent me the other day. For your senior year portrait, you have to choose a quote to accompany the picture. At 17, I chose Eleanor Roosevelt saying, quote, "Women are the tea bags that can realize how strong they are until they are in hot water." End quote. I don't think I'm a soothsayer, but there is something a little prophetic about that. How important it is to you to be understood by other people. Okay, that's a great question. No one has ever asked me that. I can only speak for myself, but I think feeling understood and seen are really important. That has been a common denominator that has come up in Archetype and the work I do with communities of women. People just want to be seen. That is also where representation comes into play. That's a very good answer in that one. Okay, what is an average work day for you and Harry? Okay, let me see what she said. I think Harry had said something like that in a different interview. Okay, we share an office. We work from home as much as people started to do during lockdown. It allowed us to have a significant time with our kids, and at this really special moment in their lives, we'll never get this time back. That is true. I make breakfast and we get the kids set for the day. We do a lot of joint calls and Zoom, but also try to divide what we can focus our energies on so we can accomplish even more. My husband is on a 24-hour time zone. Oh my God, I remember there was one interview and I look at Harry. His either was, I don't know, something had upset him before, or he didn't sleep at night because he was trying to connect with people around the world. And I think I said it in that particular video. Okay, where half of your life is waking up as the other half is going to sleep. It's kind of a reverse of what I went through living in the UK. He's very good at responding on text. Me, I try to be as fast as possible on email. I've always... that 6 a.m. email where they call her she was bullying. But anyway, I've always said if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. That's right. Okay, who takes the most snack breaks? Okay, it's funny. People sometimes think we live in Los Angeles, but we're a good 2 hours outside of it. We're commuters. We drove down recently for a day of back-to-back meetings, equipped with chocolate chips cookies the size of my toddler's head. Of Lily's head. That's a funny way of making the comparison. Okay, equipped with chocolate chip cookies the size of my toddler's head. Also, my husband's favorite is In-N-Out. There's one at the halfway point between LA and our neck of the woods. It's really fun to go through the drive-thru and surprise them. They know our orders. That's very interesting. So that was it. That's it. All right. No wonder why some of the squads say it seems very short. Okay, it seems like there should have been more. All right, so that's it. The link of this article will be in the description. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Was I uploading something? That's what I'm looking for. All right, let me see. I think I'm uploading something. Where is it? Where is it? It's on my laptop. All right. I don't see it, but I don't want to waste time on this. All right, so that's it. Thanks for your support, and I have a Cash App. If you guys want to donate through that, that's I don't know. You guys wanted me to create that because it's easier for you guys. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
Fear in the atmosphere I breathe. Revolution against
for me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.